welcome back to this week's episode of The Spotlight. So lovely to be back with you as always. We have a great lineup ahead for you, from fashion to film, and a look at how theatre is creating change. All that and more ahead. But first, a look at what some of our very own local celebs have been up to this week. World leaders descended on the United Nations in New York this week. Well-known celebrity Bonang Matheba was also representing Team South Africa. She hosted a discussion around Leave No Girl Behind.
These pics tweeted by Queen Bee earlier this week shows her rubbing shoulders with some of the world's most prominent political players, including French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Prime Minister Theresa May. But it seems Matheba has problems back at home. She was expected to appear in court earlier this week on tax evasion charges. But it seems her legal woes hasn't stopped her from taking a front row seat inside the United Nations General Assembly chamber. Meanwhile, it's not just Matheba who is wanted by the taxman. Well-known SA soapy actor Rapulana Sipemo, known for his character Tao in Generations, was also in the spotlight on similar charges. In fact, the pair were scheduled to appear in court on the same day. Let's head back to the United Nations headquarters now, where Miss Universe Demi-Leigh Nel-Peters kept it proudly South African while flying the flag high at a special unveiling of a Nelson Mandela statue. The statue is a gift from South Africa to the UN. Demi-Leigh shared these special pics with her social media followers.
And two South African celebrities took Italy by storm this week. The pair had the opportunity of a lifetime. They got to collaborate with a major Italian fashion house.
Thando Tabeta and Casper Nyovest are among a few well-known personalities out of Africa. They are ambassadors for a luxury vodka brand that joined forces with the world-renowned label Moschino. Not only were the pair spotted rubbing shoulders with the who's who in the fashion biz front row at the Milan Fashion Week, they are said to also have been part of the brand's runway show.
Staying with fashion, some incredibly talented students from various universities in the Western Cape got to showcase their best collections. It's part of a campaign called the aWear SA Fashion Show under the theme Rooted in Fashion. The Spotlight was there to take a peek.
Stepping out in style. Organisers describe it as more than just a fashion show. Dozens of students from various tertiary institutions, including UWC, CPUT, and this time around UCT, were invited to showcase not only their design skills, but their entrepreneurial abilities.
There's a bigger social and economic connection in that it's raising awareness about wearing South African brands, but it's also raising awareness about the importance of economic development, entrepreneurship, and what is needed in our country in terms of skills development. So we have students who have been displaying and are displaying their entrepreneurial skills. They've also gained and developed skills through this collaboration and partnership.
A collaboration between SAC2 and the Wear SA movement, the campaign is meant to expose the youth to locally made fashion, while giving them a chance to produce a show like this from start to finish and providing them with a holistic business experience.
Very proud to be part of this whole movement about Wear SA, because I think it's very important for us as South African to support South African wear and what is made in SA. In that way, we're also empowering other designers, South African designers, and it's also just a way for a designer who is an entrepreneur to also just boost themselves.
My name is and I am the designer for Afrocentrics Africa. When I heard about the collaboration about wearing South African brands, I was just so keen to get involved, because the whole mission and vision behind Afrocentrics is really just pushing Afro brands and like wearing South African prints and African prints as well, because I really believe in Pan-Africanism, and I do believe that the textile industry can be the industry to really push that idea through, you know, expressions such as clothing and things like that. So yeah, I definitely believe this is such a great initiative with aWear SA. I'm so glad to be a part of it.
I think that this platform that we've been given is just such a brilliant one, and we're so honored to be able to showcase our talents and just to express ourselves in terms of fashion and to engage with other fashionistas, other designers as well. And I think that it's just such a lovely platform for upcoming fashion designers like myself to meet and rub shoulders with other people who are more knowledgeable in the field.
With incredible talent already coming through at this level, I think it's safe to say the future of South African fashion is looking bright.
One of the most highly anticipated festivals in the fashion and film industry took place in Cape Town this week, and the annual BOKA South African International Lifestyle and Fashion Film Festival was nothing short of spectacular. The lovely Atim Tongana was there for the spotlight.
Fashion meets film. That's what the BOKA South African International Lifestyle and Fashion Film Festival is all about.
When we arrived 5 years ago on the scene, we went and disrupted fashion a little bit. We did installations rather than fashion shows. We incorporated music and young artists and brought them all in and made them all rock stars. You know, there's this hierarchy, directors at the top and makeup artists at the bottom. We kind of turned it around a little bit. We said everybody on set's a star. If you're young and you're creative, you've got so much to offer. The big creators can offer it back. Get together and talk and do stuff together and collaborate. And that's what BOKA stands for.
Survival here changes you. Day in, day out. There are stories of those who collapse under that weight. This is the story of a man who won't let his environment constrain him. He refuses to let hardship define him.
The festival not only brings together clothing designers and movie makers, it also celebrates their work. Each film showcased the work created by some of the designers at the festival. Young and talented movie creatives had a chance to enter their films, which had the crowd glued to the screens. And of course, the best got to scoop some awards in the various film categories. We caught up with some of the amazing designers at the show.
And what are some of the challenges that a lot of young people should look out for? Because we have a lot of aspiring young designers that are seeing people like you up and coming.
One of the challenges that I faced is understanding what you want to communicate, because the market is flooded. When you go in, you need to understand when a person walks to a shop to buy an item, they should know why should they buy yours.
I think being involved with BOKA has been amazing for me in the sense that, you know, we are a serious brand. Abigail Best is a serious brand. You know, we specialize in bridal wear and a sort of occasion wear. And being involved in BOKA has been amazing because it's really made what we do fun, you know, and I think, you know, over the years you become a serious brand and everything that you do needs to be marketable, sellable and all of that. And I think with BOKA we've just really been able to be very creative. You'll see tonight we've just done a completely new take on bridal wear.
Cape Town was not the only special host city. Johannesburg also had the experience of the artistry of this event.
Up next, to look at what some of our international stars have been up to this week.
81-year-old convicted sex offender Bill Cosby is serving his 3 to 10-year sentence at the Pennsylvania State Correctional Institute. The comedian, known as America's Dad, was found guilty of drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand. He's the first celebrity to be convicted of sexual abuse since the start of the #MeToo movement. More than 50 other women have accused Cosby of sexual abuse dating back decades. The Constand case was the only allegation that led to criminal charges. Hollywood actor Will Smith celebrated his 50th birthday by bungee jumping out of a helicopter in the Grand Canyon. The video, which he shared on his YouTube channel, has been listed as the #1 trending video. His wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, as well as Smith's 3 children, Trey, Jaden and Willow, are seen jumping. The Men in Black Stars jump raised funds for the charity Education Cannot Wait. And American brand Michael Kors bags Italy's Versace for $2.1 billion. The iconic label has made no secret of its ambition to grow its portfolio of high-end brands. Last year, Michael Kors bought British stiletto heel maker Jimmy Choo for 1.2 billion rand. Versace's creative director Donatella Versace says the deal will create more jobs for people in Italy. She says the global fashion brand will now be more powerful than ever.
After the break, my colleague Nadine Taron sits down with the organizers of a project that's using theatre as part of a rehabilitation program for prison inmates. We also get a behind-the-scenes glimpse of their performance that's showing at the Artscape Theatre in Cape Town. All this after the break.